You're watching Ticket TV. Like, share, and subscribe on your way in.
Yeah, so well, let's get right into Donald Trump. As he's got some more issues going on. We're going to touch on the Eric Swalwell situation, uh, the other politician out of California. They're asking him to step down. We're going to do a whole different segment about him, so you guys look out for that on our other network. We're going to be talking about that after we finish this topic right here, because that's crazy. That's great. That's why I told you, guys, that pay attention to my channel. I don't trust any politicians at all. I don't trust any of them. To me, they all in the same boat. Look at Eric Swalwell right now. Look at Eric Swalwell. I mean, he's finished. He's toast. He's toast, bro. And we're gonna talk about him, like I said, after this. But Donald Trump, President of the United States of America, there was uh, what I told you guys previously about a push for him to be impeached. And in those requests for him to be impeached, it was brought to the table. Um, he has also been accused of something else now. And we're going to get into the specifics of that right now. So, yeah, you guys hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. So, everybody knows Eric Adams. He was the Democratic mayor of New York, right? He faced federal corruption charges that were brought back in September of 2024 during the Joe Biden administration. He was indicted in the Southern District of New York on charges including conspiracy, bribery, wire fraud, and soliciting illegal campaign contributions. Prosecutors had alleged that he accepted over $100,000 in luxury travel and other benefits from Turkish nationals and others in exchange for official favors, meaning pressuring the New York Fire Department over a Turkish consulate building. Now, Eric Adams, he pled not guilty, and he always maintained his innocence, and he called those cases baseless political retaliation for his criticism of Joe Biden and his immigration policies. Now, after the man that you're looking at on your screen, Donald J. Trump, won the 2024 presidential election and took office in January 2025, New York City Democratic Mayor Eric Adams began to align with Trump on even more on immigration issues and went to even meet Donald Trump in Mar-a-Lago. He saw that the case took a dramatic turn. Now, in February, and meaning Eric Adams, of 2025, the Donald Trump Justice Department moved to dismiss the charges entirely. Now, acting Deputy Attorney General Emma Bove, a Donald Trump appointee and former personal defense lawyer for Donald Trump, ordered the Southern District of New York prosecutors to drop the case. The state rationale was not the merits of the evidence, but that ongoing prosecution unduly restricted Eric Adams' ability to govern New York City and assist the Donald Trump administration's priorities on illegal immigration, violent crime, and national security deportations. Now, Donald Trump, DOJ, explicitly sought dismissal without prejudice, meaning that he could never be charged with these charges ever again. So accusations of a quid pro quo have now came rampant. And as I told you guys the other day, in the article of impeachment that was written up on Donald Trump, this was one of the key issues that was brought up and why they stated that Donald Trump should be impeached. They called this corruption. Now, the more immediately, or this, I should say, more immediately, sparked accusations when that happened with the DOJ dismissing that case with prejudice, that the Donald Trump administration was helping New York City Mayor, former Mayor Eric Adams, evade accountability in exchange for his cooperation with Trump on that immigration agenda. Effectively, a political deal is what they were accusing. Now, critics, including resigned prosecutors and the presiding judge, described it as using or attempting to use the threat of revived charges as leverage to make Eric Adams beholden to the White House. So, acting United States Attorney Danielle Sassoon. Oh, and by the way, I forgot. Shout out to Cheryl. Salute to you. You sent a $150 donation today. I appreciate you. And Jessica, let me see. Jessica Moore, salute to you. I appreciate you. You sent a $50 donation. Much love to you in the cash app. Appreciate y'all. If y'all want to donate, the link's always pinned at the top of the comment section. Y'all know how I go. Me saying that name made me remember. That was the first thing I was supposed to say. I ain't even say that. That's crazy. So, hey, salute to all y'all who be supporting my channel. Y'all know the work I put in. So, acting U.S. Attorney Danielle Sassoon, who was appointed by Donald Trump herself, refused Bove's order, resigned in protest, and sent a scathing letter to Attorney General at that time, Pam Bondi. She alleged that Eric Adams' lawyers, during a meeting with her and Bove, had urged what amounted to a quid pro quo. Adams would provide vocal support and assistance for Donald Trump immigration enforcement policies only if the indictment was dismissed. At least 7, possibly 8 other senior federal prosecutors resigned in what was described as the largest such mass resignation in decades, citing politicization of the Department of Justice in violation of long-standing norms separating prosecutions from political considerations. Now, on April the 2nd of last year, United States District Judge Dale Ho, in a 78-page ruling, permanently dismissed those charges with prejudice. Again, meaning that they can never be brought back up, you guys. So he had little choice but to dismiss because courts cannot force prosecutors to pursue a case. However, he sharply rejected the Department of Justice request for without prejudice dismissal and its rationale. Exact quotes from Judge Ho include, quote unquote, everything here smacks of a bargain. Dismissal of the indictment in exchange for immigration policy concessions, end quote. He also noted that Eric Adams had taken at least one new immigration-related action consistent with the preferences of the new administration after the Department of Justice motion. He called the Department of Justice arguments about election timing and appearances of impropriety and the original indictment misleading and insincere or pretextual, and warned of breathtaking implications for equal justice under law. The judge explicitly acted to prevent the charges from being used as ongoing leverage, to the extent that the government may be seeking to extract policy concessions from the mayor. Dismissal with prejudice rather than continuation of the prosecution best address that concern. Right? Now, they didn't try to squarely say that Donald Trump personally called the prosecutors and made direct phone calls. They accused them of the actions being carried out by his appointees, Bove and others, and the Department of Justice that he controlled. However, the accusations center on Donald Trump and his administration helping Eric Adams by weaponizing or de-weaponizing federal prosecutorial power to reward political ally and advance Trump's agenda. Now, Adams had publicly courted Donald Trump, and Trump had previously said he was open to pardoning Adams and claimed Adams was being politically persecuted for his immigration stance. Now, the Donald Trump Department of Justice and spokespeople defended the move as refocusing on the department on core mission priorities like immigration enforcement and countering what they called prior administration's political weaponization of the case. They rejected any suggestion of a bargain. So Judge Ho, his April of 2025 ruling ended that case permanently without any trial, which had been scheduled for April of 2025. It removed any lingering leverage the Trump administration might have sought over Eric Adams or New York City policy. The episode fueled wide criticism from Democrats, legal experts, and some Republicans about politicizing the Department of Justice, though no further legal action resulted from those allegations and accusations. And Eric Adams remained in office and continued serving as mayor, right? So all those allegations against Trump and his administration for helping Eric Adams basically boiled down to the perceived quid pro quo arrangement, right? You drop the corruption case, and Eric Adams helps aggressively with Trump deportation and immigration crackdown. The judge's ruling and prosecutor resignations provided the strongest public validation of those concerns, even as both the White House and Eric Adams denied any improper deal. And now today, it's kind of funny because I told you guys this in a different segment, that in that articles of impeachment, this was one of the key issues that was brought up, was the pardon for Eric Adams, and that was illegal, and that's one of the issues they put inside of the article of impeachment that was just wrote up a few days ago. Now, today, and again, you guys hit that like button. Let's get those likes all the way up. Today, something else happened, and it struck my eye, and I really couldn't believe that this happened. I was really very surprised. This hit me out of the blue. I was flabbergasted when I saw this, and that is today, the former mayor of New York City, Mr. Eric Adams, was granted an Albanian citizenship via a special presidential decree, which now also makes him an Albanian citizen. Now, the Albanian president signed a decree granting Eric Adams citizenship at his request. The decree was published in Albania's Office Gazette and took effect immediately today. Eric Adams also has received an Albanian passport today. Adams, in response, said the decision by the Republic of Albania to grant, or his spokesperson said this, the decision of them to grant him citizenship reflects that enduring relationship and mutual respect. Leaders around the world, including mayors and presidents, have historically been recognized with honorary or dual citizenships as a symbol of international partnership and shared values. With the United Nations headquartered in New York City, the the mayoralty carries a unique international significance. This recognition further strengthens the bond between New York and Albania. To the New York Times, he loves Albania. So Eric Adams himself, as of this point right now today, has not released an official statement himself, only through his representative. Now, New York City was home and is home to one of the largest Albanian expatriate communities in the world. Approximately 40,000 residents identified as Albanian in the 2020 census. As mayor, Eric Adams hosted multiple Albanian flag raising ceremonies at City Hall, at least three. A major Albanian culture celebration at Gracie Mansion, and advocated for an Albanian Day parade. In October 2025, while he was still mayor, and after he dropped his reelection bid, he made a 4-day official visit to Albania at the invitation of the Prime Minister Edi Rama. The trip focused on business, tourism, and strengthening ties. New York City taxpayers covered that travel to and from Albania, while the Albanian government covered lodging and in-country costs. Public statements during his mayoralty included calling New York the Albania of America and expressing eagerness to visit Albania's beautiful rivers and seas and mountains. His son Jordan Coleman competed on an Albanian version of an American Idol in 2022. Allegedly fell in love with the country and reportedly told Mayor Adams he may never want to return home. Now, after leaving office, this is diabolical. After leaving office on December the 31st, Eric Adams has traveled internationally, spotted boarding a flight to Dubai in early January of this year. Other reported stops were in the Democratic Republic of Congo, another planned business trip to the Senegal. However, I want to say this. He has long spoken of post-political life involving luxury travel, private flights, cruises, St. Bart's, and previously floated retirement ideas like the Israeli-occupied Golan Heights or Baku, right? I want to say this. Oh man. Oh man. Oh my God. This is diabolical, man. So all that, excuse me, not all that, but the allegations, right? The allegations was put in, right? It was put in. It, hey man, listen. Let me tell y'all something, man. You get in where you fit in, man. You get in where you fit in, man. I want to say this, right? This being put in those articles of impeachment. And I also want to remind you guys of something. I want to remind y'all of what Eric Adams said the day that case got overthrown out. The day the case got dismissed with prejudice. I want to rewind to what he said. I don't want to forget that.
Because they wanted the carrot and stick. And we have breaking news. A federal judge is dismissing corruption charges against New York City Mayor Eric Adams. Adams was accused of engaging in a quid pro quo with the Trump administration to drop the charges in exchange for cooperation on immigration enforcement. Let's get right to Chief Investigative Correspondent Aaron Katursky on this one. So, Aaron, is there a chance this case could come back? It could be brought up again?
No, and that's what the Justice Department had wanted. They wanted the case dropped to free the mayor to help carry out President Trump's immigration priorities, but they wanted the case dismissed in such a way that it could be revived. And the judge just said that was unprecedented and breathtaking, and in effect could leave this unavoidable perception, in his words, that the mayor's freedom depends on his ability to carry out the immigration enforcement priorities of the administration, and that he might be more beholden, the judge said, to the demands of the federal government than to the wishes of his own constituents. The judge said he just wasn't going to go along. So he did dismiss the case, but he did so in a way that it cannot be brought back.
Now, I want to say this to y'all. Why are we talking about this again? Because as I told y'all, this was just brought up again as part of the allegations against Donald Trump in the articles of impeachment. The articles of impeachment that was just brought a few days ago. This was one of the key allegations in the articles of impeachment. Now listen to what Eric Adams said when that case was over with. And this is why I tell y'all, I don't rock with no, bro, I be trying to tell y'all, it's both sides. That's why I don't be, y'all be like, hey, Ticket, man, you got to vote for Democrat. Bro, listen. So you going to tell me all of a sudden, Eric Adams was Democrat all this time, but he rolling with Donald Trump on his policies for immigration? And you know, New York City is not really a red state. So do the math. How easy do you think it would have been for Donald Trump to get somebody in New York City that was going to do whatever he wanted them to do? Think about that. Now, Donald Trump and them, they deny all these allegations, his whole team. But I want you to listen to what Eric Adams said when it got, because I thought it was going to trial. I said, yo, he's done. Because I read the indictment. When I read the indictment, I said, it's over with. Bro, he's out of here, bro. He's going to prison probably for the rest of his life, federal prison. And when they dismissed it, because remember, his lawyer was Alex Spiro. I'll never forget. I read I was reading the paperwork. I said, man, ain't no way he getting out of this.
And all of the distractions. But what I want you to know, that I never stop working for you. Not for one day, not for 1 hour, not for 1 minute. Because you are who I think about every morning. You are my North Star. This is the city that I put on that bulletproof vest for and protected the children and families. And I think about you every day. Just think about what we have done since the indictment was brought. We reduced crime 4 record lows, 2 record lows in this city. Delivered a record number of jobs in our city, built and created affordable housing for everyday New Yorkers. Record after record. But the work did not stop there. We did not let the noise stop our progress, and we fought for working class New Yorkers every single day. Look, say it over and over again. I'm a New Yorker, and this is the greatest city on the globe, and it's a privilege being your mayor, something I did not take for granted one day, and I'm going to continue to serve you. That's exactly what we're doing today because New Yorkers are still counting on us. We need to continue delivering a safer, more affordable cities because families are counting on us to accomplish that task. As I have repeatedly said, I have always been solely beholden to the people of this city. No special interests, no political opponents, but just everyday New Yorkers. Just you. And I'm going to continue to do that. So today we turn the page, we move forward together, because the real story of New York City isn't about me or this case, it's about you and the bright future we're building together. I want to say God bless you, New York City, and God bless what we have accomplished. And many of you know my faith. When all that came at me, Jesus stepped in, and he uses who he uses. And New Yorkers stop me all the time in trying to find the rationale behind this. And I found it in this book. I'm going to encourage every New Yorker to read it. Read it and understand how we can never allow this to happen to another innocent American. God bless you.
That man sound like the Clay Davis from The Wire. Eric Adams give me Clay Davis vibes. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. And this is why I told y'all. I tell y'all this every single day on my channel. I don't trust no side. They keep telling y'all the other side is good. Look what's going on with Eric Swalwell right now. This man don't call an R-word case right now. Democrat. Girl said he took the cheeks. Now, Nancy Pelosi, all them people demanding that hey, you got to step down, man. This is what I be trying to tell y'all. So when y'all be like, oh, nah, ticket ain't nobody, man, y'all must not know. Y'all must not know, man. That's why I told y'all it's important that you guys understand they should abolish the two-party system, bro. Because when you look at both sides, bro, listen, both sides always say, oh, well, the Republicans. Oh, well, the Democrats. It's like I said, it's like 12-year-olds arguing with each other, bro. It's disgusting. When the truth is, you need to get rid of the hell of them, the both of them. They need to eviscerate both sides. Look at what's going on right now when Donald Trump said he's going to do mass pardons. Look at that. He said that today. He's going to do mass pardons. Then this man said, yeah, I'm going to open the Strait of Hormuz by myself. How you going to do it by yourself? And guess what the Iranians told him? The Iranians, they ethered Donald Trump. You know what they told him today? This fool came out today and said, I'm going to open the Strait of Hormuz by myself. You know what the Iranians told this fool? They said, man, we can't open many parts because we don't even know where the mines are located. What does that mean? They put mines in the water to help control the flow. So if somebody goes through those mines, they gone. They up out of here, right? But check it out. Let me tell y'all something. The case in point is Donald Trump talked so much shit about how he destroyed all of the defenses and all their capabilities. They're using that to say, hey, man, you hurt us so bad, we don't even know where we planted the stuff. We can't find it. You've eliminated a lot of the people that put the stuff there. So how the hell are we supposed to find everything? So, yeah, now we can't open it like you want it to be open. Think about this. So this is all the foolishness. Then you got Melania coming out of nowhere. Hey everybody, I want to tell the whole world that I did not know Jeffrey Epstein. No, I did not meet Donald through Jeffrey Epstein. I met him in 1998. Yes, I really want y'all to look at that. That's the first lady of the United States of America. And then The Daily Beast came out with a story and said that alleged that with the tape that Epstein was on tape alleging that Donald Trump was giving her the beefcake on his plane. But she sat up there, I never was on his plane. I never went on his plane. I never did. I swear. They come at me with all of these fake false rumors, man. It hurts me so bad, I swear. This is the foolishness. This is how bad the United States of America have fallen. You can't make it up. You have a first lady. This got to be the first. Hold on. I want y'all to think about this. This has to be the first in a world history that a first lady had to come to address the nation and say, yeah, you know, I wasn't linked to a PD effort. Are you crazy? That's the first time ever in American history. In world history. That should tell y'all something. It's absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And before you just put her, Hillary's a liar too. She sat right up there. Well, I didn't know nothing about Epstein. But you in the photos with Donald Trump. Not only is you in the photos with Donald Trump, you said you had no idea about Epstein, but when they asked you about Bill Clinton and all those photos he was in with Epstein, you had answers. You had answers for the photos in the jacuzzi. How you know if you wasn't around, Hillary? How you know? You shouldn't have been able to answer none of them questions if you wasn't around. Bro, these people are all playing in the American people's face, bro. I'm telling y'all this. I'm telling y'all this. And the sad part, you have so many people out here that's just uneducated, bro. It's sad, man. Do y'all see how Donald Trump treat his own supporters? Megyn Kelly, Alex Jones, Candace Owens, Tucker Carlson, all of these people helped this man get elected. They all helped him get elected. Think about what I'm saying to y'all. They all helped him get elected. All of them did. And he talk about him like a dog. He talk about him like a D-O-double, a dirty dog. Did you hear what I got to read what he said again. He telling Erica Kirk to sue Drewski for jokes when Drewski didn't even say her name. But this is what this fool comes and does 48 hours, or no, 72 hours later. This is what Donald Trump says on his Truth Social. I know why Tucker Carlson, Megyn Kelly, Candace Owens, and Alex Jones have all been fighting me for years, especially by the fact that they think it's wonderful for Iran, the #1 state sponsor of terror, to have a nuclear weapon because they have one thing in common: low IQs. So yeah, you know what? I agree. I agree that Candace Owens, Tucker Carlson, Megyn Kelly, Alex Jones, Marjorie Taylor Greene, and all the rest of them have low IQs. You know why? Because they voted for you. Yes, they voted for you. Yes, they have low IQs. They voted for a dude just to turn around and kick their drawers up their ass. Publicly. This is the president of the United States, y'all. You can't get no lower than this. He said they're stupid people. Make it make sense. This is what Donald Trump called them. The same people who helped. Do you know the following these people got? Look at the whole Megyn Kelly left Fox and her following got bigger. Candace Owens ain't never been on national TV. She got a bigger following than Donald Trump on her YouTube. Tucker Carlson have a bigger following and do bigger numbers than what he was doing on Fox News. Alex Jones, a huge following, whether you believe or agree with him or not. All of these people pushed for Donald Trump to get elected, and they used their following to help put this dude in the office, and he turn around and call these people stupid and low IQ. This is why I be trying to tell y'all, and you still got people out here like a bunch of dummies. Yeah, come on, Trump, man, you know, I'm just chasing bags. Goddamn fools. And what does the good book say, y'all? A fool and his money will soon part company. Straight like that. Straight like that. Donald Trump said they're stupid people. He said they know it. Their families know it. Insulted their families. He's the president of the United States. And everyone else knows it too. Look at their past. Look at their record. They don't have what it takes, he said. This is the same guy who filed for bankruptcy how many times? How many times? Did they file for bankruptcy? He said they've all been thrown off television, lost their shows, and aren't even invited on TV because nobody cares about them. They're nut jobs, troublemakers, and will say anything necessary for some free and cheap publicity. What are you talking about, Donald Trump? The internet is bigger than TV. I'm doing bigger numbers on ticket TV than they're doing on national TV on some channels. Seriously, I'm doing bigger numbers than they're doing on some networks. Listen, from all of my combined channels and videos, bro, I've done damn near 1 billion views. Since I've done over, if you, all of my networks. A lot of y'all don't even know about a lot of my networks. They're not doing the numbers I'm doing. And I'm doing this. And I got a whole studio. I ain't even stepped in the studio one time and went behind and just sat in there and just cooked it up. Think about that. If I did that, my whole podcast and show would go through the roof. I just got so much other stuff I got going on. I don't have time to get in there and do everything like I want to do it. I would have to just commit all of my time to it. Right? But I still come in here and give y'all great content. This man disrespect everybody that supported him. Everybody that supported him. Y'all know me. You can go to some channels. Let me say this, and y'all know this. You can go to some channels and support people. They won't even acknowledge you. If you come in here and I see you support me, y'all know I'm shouting you out. I try to make it a point. Somebody donate to my stream, I'm shouting you out. I'm showing you love because it matters. It don't matter if you sent $1. It don't matter if you sent $1,000. Damn it, one time somebody sent $3,000. One time the highest donation I've ever had was $5,000. Some people don't even look. It's, hey man, it is what it is. Bro, this man Donald Trump don't even appreciate the people who put so much support behind him and helped him get into the office. Not once, but twice. That's why I don't understand how anybody can support that dude. And he disrespected all those dudes that help and ladies that helped put him on. All because they held him to what he said. He said, no more wars. He said, we got to bring all our troops home and stop fighting. So when they said, hold on, Trump, you said no more wars. Now all of a sudden you want war? All of a sudden you want to invade countries? Come on, man, what is this shit? So when they ask him, now he turns on them and tries to play the Jedi mind trick. Come on. Stop it. Stop it. And call him stupid, all kind of names. And the same thing gonna happen to you. Every last one of y'all. It doesn't matter if you bag chasing or not. You say one thing he see that he don't like, he gonna do your ass like he did the rest of them. Period. You ain't nothing but a pawn to him. And that's facts. Talking about they got third-rate podcasts. These people out here doing, bro, 500,000 views on one video. I'm just saying. Melania Trump went live on the White House YouTube channel and she ain't even did 250,000 views. Bro, like Candace Owens or not, Candace Owens going on her YouTube channel right now. She doing damn near 1 million. Megyn Kelly, 250,000. This is what you see. Right? He said nobody's talking about them. Fool, everybody's talking about them. Right? Talking about I wouldn't have won the presidential selection in a landslide. He making it seem like he did this all by himself. This dude is a joke. He's a joke. Then he called Tucker Carlson a flailing fool and says he couldn't finish college. Guess what? Tucker Carlson couldn't finish college and Donald Trump. What did you do when you finished college? Didn't you get a handout from your daddy? What did you do? Did you not go bankrupt multiple times? Now let's put your bankruptcy filings in line with Tucker Carlson's. Right? You called Tucker Carlson a broken man, but Tucker Carlson turned around after he got fired from Fox, built his own platform and doing stupid numbers. These are facts. This ain't even no innuendos to this. He doing better numbers than he was doing on Fox. And probably making more money right now. Independent. This why I be telling everybody listen to this channel. They say, hey, Ticket, man, why y'all be accepting donations in the Cash App and PayPal? You know why? Because we're independent. I ain't got no machine behind me. It's me. All the graphics y'all see on the channel, on the network, that's me. All this, I'm doing all that every single day. Every day I'm doing all this that y'all see, I'm doing it. It's me. I ain't got no team of people that's out here doing this, doing that. I'm doing it all. Right? Pushing myself to the limits. Getting 4 hours of sleep. Being motivated every day to come because I love doing this. And giving y'all that. And I never even thought I was going to come down this path because I don't like talking about this type of stuff. But it's necessary right now because of the state that the world is in. So the basketball shit, all that other shit ain't important right now. What's going on in real life is more important. I'm telling y'all this. Right? So when I come in and I tell you guys these things, this is the reason why I tell y'all. And that's why I be so appreciative to all the people that support my channel. It allows me to do a lot more things. Y'all seen how all the graphics and everything and stuff like this. Y'all are seeing the growth in the channel. Bro, when I first came on here, it was a black screen with just me talking. I literally, anybody who knows me, when I first started this channel, I went from having a blank black screen, I went to having damn near 30 or 40,000 subscribers. I was just in here talking. With a blank black screen, no thumbnails, no nothing. No real deep thought into this. So when people started supporting me, I started taking it more serious. I started taking it more serious. see what I'm saying? And now I see it's necessary because with all the lies and misinformation that's put out here, with all the cap that's being put out here, let me tell y'all something. And I made a few people mad the other day. I don't give a damn. I'm a man. I stand on principles, morals, and ethics. You had people that came here and got mad at me because you know what? I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna save that for the Patreon. I don't even want to put that on here. I gotta say I can't say that on here. I gotta say that on the Patreon. I gotta say that on there. But I'm just saying, right? Hold on, there's somebody right here. Hey, Sharice, salute to you with $100 donation in the Cash App. She say, "Ticket Black brother doing his thing." Salute to you. I appreciate it. You know what's up. It's not no cap. So when Donald Trump clowns people like that, these people didn't even need the system. They had the system. And think about this. Those people all had head starts in the system. Megyn Kelly, Tucker Carlson, they got big names because they were in the system. Think about this, y'all. I didn't have no name on YouTube. I just came on here from 0 subscribers, cooking, and now we on our way to 250. Should have been there. And it just keep cooking, keep working. Keep people that's showing love to you, staying with you, riding with you, supporting you. That means something. But Donald Trump don't appreciate that. He don't give a damn. He don't, bro. Look how he talked to these people. Listen to this. Listen to what he said. He called Tucker Carlson a flailing fool who couldn't finish college. He was a broken man when he got fired from Fox. If he was a broken man, how he pick himself back up? Maybe he was broken. Let's say he was broken, Trump. He picked himself back up. I don't even like Tucker Carlson. He picked himself back up. Straight up. That's exactly what he did. Went and got his own shit. Right? He said he's never been the same. Actually, he's probably better than he is now than he is then. Because he got the president of the United States talking about him. Checkmate. 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 And to the person who said we need to vote, no, I disagree. I think that everybody shouldn't vote and send a message that we're not pleased with any of these people on the docket. Get rid of this two-party association shit and give us independent candidates without any of these money, big business interests behind them. Because what happens when you, let me say this to y'all, right? I want to say something to y'all, right? When you start getting these huge, big money interests and stuff behind you, now people think they can control you and can control, your actions. This is what happens in politics a lot, unfortunately. You get these big donors, them big donors gonna rush it. Why y'all think that Donald Trump backed down when it came to Elon Musk? He talked all that shit. But you know one thing I noticed about Elon Musk? Elon Musk, he got bigger kahunas. You know why? Because what does Donald Trump respect? Donald Trump only respects money, financial status. If you have more money and financial status, he gonna bow down. So he talked that shit to Elon Musk, but he calmed down again once he realized, hey, this motherfucker more richer than me. Way more richer than me. Why do you think he don't ever have no problem with the Saudi gazillionaires? Think about it. Right? I want y'all to think about that. He said the man should see a good psychiatrist. He said Megyn Kelly, who nastily asked me the now famous only Rosie O'Donnell question, or crazy Candace Owens, who accuses, see, this type of stuff I'm telling y'all, right? He calls Alex He had the nerve to call Alex Jones bankrupt. This man filed for bankruptcy, Donald Trump, but he called Alex Jones bankrupt. And now he say Alex Jones say some of the stupidest shit. Why wasn't Donald Trump saying all this before when Alex Jones telling people to vote for Trump? Think about this. See, I told y'all, when you disagree with somebody, they're going to tell you how they really feel about you. That's how life goes. A mofo going to tell you, they're going to show you how they really feel about you. They'll turn on your ass in a minute. In real life, they'll show you. You can agree with them on 90% of things. How many people that's listening agree with what I said? You could agree with somebody in life on 90% of things. That instance, that little 10% kick in, oh, they show you what time it is for real. They gonna talk about you like a dog behind your back, try to isolate you, shut you out, and shut you down. Act like they never knew you, turn on you. This type of stuff that I'm talking about, real life things. And this is what y'all see from Donald Trump. This is exactly the playbook out of Donald Trump. All them people supported him. Went out there and did everything they could to get people to go out there and vote for this dude. And look how he repays them. The one thing they disagree with him on, they disagree with him on war, something he said he didn't want. Right? Think about this. And the reason why I said what I said is because Jeffrey Epstein's brother said it the best. He said that Jeffrey Epstein told him he had enough dirt. He had enough information on Donald Trump, and this is the part people forgot. He said, and Hillary Clinton, to end the 2016 campaign. Now you tell me what that means. You tell me what that means. Tell me what it means. I'm waiting on this. I'm waiting on y'all to tell me this. Please, pretty please. We waiting. And I've said this to everybody that's listening to that video. And I'm going to tell y'all something, man. They always going to support theirs. Right? But you got a guy like Donald Trump, a weasel who don't respect nobody. And he try to play these little fear tactics. And that's why he got a lot of these people still scared to stand on business. So they throw out their morals and their ethics and everything because they don't want to disappoint him. Nah, man. I'm a man first. I'm a man first. I don't give a damn what nobody say. I'm a man first. Period. Right? Kareem Beck, salute to you, brother. I see you in the Cash App right now. $25 donation. Appreciate it, homie. Thank you for that, man. And I tell y'all this all the time, man. I appreciate all y'all who support what I do. Y'all gonna keep seeing the improvements around here. I promise y'all that. I promise y'all. But this stuff, man, and I'm gonna talk about Eric. You know, I'm gonna talk about him in a minute. You know, because he got, and I ain't talking about Eric. I'm not talking about Eric Adams. I'm talking about the other Eric. I'm talking about Mr. Eric Swalwell. Right? We're gonna talk about him, Mr. Democrat. It's gonna be a video link that comes up, right? It's gonna be a video link that comes up, like a video in the left. It's gonna be in the left hand or right hand corner. Y'all click that. So stay through this. Stay through this.
Hey guys, Ticket really hopes you enjoyed the content. There will be a link in the description box and pinned at the top of the chat room where you can go to the Ticket TV merch shop and purchase the exclusive merchandise for men and women. Thanks for your support, and he appreciates all sales.
Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure y'all click those links below. Subscribe to the podcast show. You can donate support to the channel, Cash App, PayPal, or buy that weight loss formula. All the links are below. Peace.